Alright everybody, my name is Robert C. Ansaldua. I will be here to help you guys out with some of these questions that we get a lot of times. A lot of times we get students who come in and want to know their schedule, they want explanation of things they see, and so this is going to be a great way to do this. So I'm going to show you basically the JagNet tab. JagNet is going to be where you're going to go in. So I'm going to type in my account here. Let's see if I can get this on the first try here. See if I can remember my password on the first try. I did it. Hashtag nailed it. Alright, so this is going to be me looking in on my account. Now, if it's the first day of class, if it's like within the first few hours of class, a lot of times this will not be available to you. You will need to wait a little bit of time to get everything that you need for this class and need to get you into the program. So we need some time to actually register you for the classes. Also, don't worry about some of my tabs I have here. I've got the employee, faculty, and supervisor tabs because those are other hats that I wear. But we're going to take we're going to be caring most about our student tabs here. So we're going to stay in here in the student apps. So one of the things we often get questions about is, what is my schedule? Now, currently, I am not registered for any part of this term. If I go back, let me just click on the student tab again. So let me select my term. This is my continuing education term. Let me go back to spring 19. So let's take a look at our week at a glance. I'm not registered for any of these classes, right? So I have not been registered for a while. I haven't been registered in CE for about 4 years, right? But let's take a look at my registration history. Nope, still nothing. Where could we go? Well, let's go back to the menu. And so in case you ever need to look up anything, let's go here. Nope, that's still under my records, and if we click here on my academic transcript, right, this one will say what classes we are registered for and what classes we are not registered for. So this was back when I was in high school. You can go back. So yeah, this is the last time I attended a continuing education course. You can see that by the CE. So most of us are going to have those. Now, if we go for any kind of credit courses, so for example, as I did over here, my human resources management class, right? So this is back in 2018. That's the grade that I got, and so that's the thing like that. And so a lot of times you're going to be able to print this out. Now, it's an unofficial transcript, right? But you can say that, okay, you are in this class or in that class. So that will work out okay. If you go back to the student tab, this is basically going to be your big tab right here, is your student tab. Under registration, if you click on week at a glance, this one will also tell you what classes that you have that you're registered for. Okay, and this should also be another good one to print out, so that way you can say what hours, what times a day you're going to be there. Okay, so if you need to know your A number, things like that, you can change all of this stuff in here. You will need to know more about your financial aid status. Most of us will not. However, if you're going on for college credit, if you want to see how much you're awarded, if you have a hold, things like that, that's where you'd go in and you'd see all of those ones right there. Okay. So also you can request a parking permit, although we will be working with that for you for most of that, so don't worry too much about that one. So that's going to be this tab. Okay. You might also see, like, under the bill or under the billing accounts, you will see a few things in there. Don't worry about the charges on that one. Because for most of the grant-based classes, you will have a charge, but you will also have a payment. So at the end, your balance should be 0. Now if your balance is not 0, so you're going to scroll all the way down to the balance, that's what you're going to look for. That's what you want to see. And that's where, if things go weird, that's where they're going to be. The other thing you can do is you can go into degree works to see your schedule, to see everything that you got going in there. So you can type in your student ID and things like that. And so I'm going to type that in here, but let me pause this so I can see what I can see. And I just had to hide a few personal details and things out of there. But then you can go in here and you can see all of your classes and the things that you need for a degree plan if that's where you're actually going. So that's another thing that you can go in there and look at. So that's basically what you're going to be able to do using the JagNet tabs, all of these guys. If you need access to a student email, if you're using Blackboard, that's also where you guys are going to go, is through these ones right there. And that's going to be the end of that one.